Welcome to the noon meeting of the Sedro Woolley Rotary Club, the greatest Rotary Club in the Paul. Invocation. Amen. Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Four-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it be beneficial and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And Ruth has a song.
And I actually thought about it beforehand this week, so you're welcome. We're going to sing You Are My Sunshine, just the first verse. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Thanks, Ruth. Do we have any visiting Rotarians today? Do we have any visitors?
Get a form that looks like this, please come see me. We're starting a new program this year. It's called the Royal Cub Card. And if you live within the boundaries of the school district, we want to recognize that a lot of you have paid taxes for a very long time. And you may not have grandchildren in there, or you may have grandchildren, but we would really like to have you come and see our kids play. And I know for a lot of our folks here, we're on fixed incomes at a certain point in our life, and you may not have an extra 10, 15 bucks every Friday to go to a home football game or to a volleyball game. So we just want to make sure that we show our appreciation to you as a school district and make sure that you know you're welcome. So you'll get a laminated card with your name on it, and you'll just show it at the gate, and you'll get free entry for all home games. It is not good for district or state playoff games. The WIAA would frown on that. So, but for all home games, and then I'm going to try to get some either reduced cost or free into like our drama productions and stuff like that. I just need to confirm that with the theater department. So, and then once or twice a month, I'll send you a little email with the upcoming events and any other important news I think you might care about, and we'll call it good.
Great. Thank you, Ruth. Christina Trader, Boys and Girls Club.
I'm going to stand over here. I would like to formally invite all Rotarians to the fundraiser in partnership with Eagle Haven Winery on August 27th. Leroy Bell's going to be doing his concert that evening, and we'll have games and kids there and other things. Tickets can be purchased through the Eagle Haven Winery website.
Okay.
August 27th from 6 to 8.
Very good, Christina. Thank you. On your tables, you'll have a half sheet, looks like this. And it says, do you have projects we should consider for funding? And please list a short description. I was short on pencils and pens today, but if you can find a pencil or pen, if you can fill this out, have any thoughts or ideas about projects, fill it out, hand it up to me at the front table here, have somebody bring it up. I'll bring it to the board. We'll start looking at those and we'll prioritize and start looking at what we can fund for this coming year. Steve assures me that we have plenty of money. So we'll think generously this year. Any questions? Senator. Nonprofit. Viva Farms are nonprofits. I think they donate to, tell me if I'm mistaken, but I think they donate to Helping Hands and some others out there. I'll do some research on that and talk to, is it, I can't remember his name, Fraser. I'll find some more information about it. Okay. Any other club business? Okay, quiet group today. Maybe we should get up and do some exercise. But we'll start with the raffle. So who do we have? John. Paul. Sorry. Looks like we've replenished with some beer and wine over at the table. There you go. There's some excitement. Nice. Okay, do we have a sergeant of arms today?
Okay. All right. Let's see. Since I'm right here, I'll just start with my table. Okay. So. Which was the first food eaten in space? Oh, I'm sorry. It's not oatmeal. It's applesauce. That'll be $2. Okay. Although considered as nuts, these are actually seeds. What is it? Although considered as nuts, these are actually seeds. What is it? Peanuts is your final answer? It's not peanuts or cashews, but almonds. That'll be $2. Okay, let's see. Which fruit resembles 60% of human DNA? Which fruit resembles 60% of human DNA? Not peaches, but bananas. $2. Okay, let's see here. Which is the food that is stolen the most? Okay, so bananas is their final answer, but it is cheese. We're doing really good today, $2. Okay. You want to play all by yourself?
No, we're there.
All right,
We
let's
can
see.
help.
Which is the most expensive spice in the world in terms of weight? Okay. And I hope I say this right. Saffron. Saffron, most expensive. Okay. Let's see. Which was the first fast food restaurant to open an outlet in China? He's right. It's Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah. All right. Okay, so now we got happy bucks. Who's happy? Happy, happy. David's happy.
So last Saturday, we had our Gurney Tourney 2.0 drive-by event to raise funds for my nephew's scholarship fund. And it was such a huge success. We're going to be able to give 2 scholarships next year, to one boy and a girl, $2,000 each over a 2-year time span. And that's as a direct result of all of the generous donations. And then the rest will go into the Burlington Edison Alumni Foundation. So we're really excited at the generosity and the turnout. It was really, really a great day celebrating and remembering Brian. And then yesterday would have been my mom's 93rd birthday. And that's kind of cool.
I'm a grandpa.
I got a happy $5 here. At the Rotary auction, Joanne raised her paddle several times and got Travis Heisman's boat trip for crabbing. And Travis and his wife Vicky took us out last Thursday. Was it last Thursday? Yeah. Anyway, and your cousin, was it your cousin had your old drift boat? And we went out the slough down toward Camino, put some crab pots out, and $5 is for, I got 5 crab delivered to me the next day, all cooked and cleaned. And we had a great time, Travis. We ate on the beach at by Oak Harbor, and it was a really great trip. So Joanne said she's going to bid on it again.
I have a happy 5. I will not be here next week because for the first time in 13 summer camps, I'm taking a vacation and going camping at the ocean. So I'm really excited.
Anybody else happy? Okay.
Thank you, Joellen. And that brings us to the program. And our program today are 2 of our newest members, Paul Wagner and Maggie Janicki. Maggie just walked in. We're going to give her a little bit of a break today. So, Paul, you are up. New member talk.
So I won't talk long. I got to give Maggie time, because she has a lot more to say than I do. So I was born and raised for the most part here in Sedro Woolley. My family is all in the area within a few miles. I have 7 sisters, 1 brother, and of course, my brother. He isn't here this week, probably because he knew I was going to talk. So the reason I joined Rotary, which some of you have already had this conversation with, several years ago, I stumbled onto an organization by accident. I picked up the phone when they called to collect and distribute surplus fire and EMS equipment down to the Mexico, Baja communities. And the lady that called me and all the members of this organization are Rotary members throughout, all over the country now, and some Rotary members from Mexico, called Baja Bridges. And it's a nonprofit organization that goes around and finds used surplus equipment that's no longer meets the NFPA standards in the United States. And we take that down to primarily to Baja, Mexico, the Baja Peninsula, but now we're branching out to mainland Mexico. Over the last 2.5 years, we've provided 12 used fire engines, 18 ambulances, I think, numerous old pickups and suburban type vehicles to use for command rigs, 5 or 6 tankers or tenders is what we call them here in the Northwest. And we, for the most part, we try to get them at very low cost, and then we get the communities down there to do fundraisers to help pay for it. And then some of the local Rotary clubs. My current project is we purchased a 1989 Ford fire engine from Southwest Washington to go down to Buenos Aires, Jalisco. And the cost of that was $9,000, which has been shared through about 7 different Rotary clubs, sent in money to help fund that. And then the money it costs to drive that apparatus, fuel and stuff like that. And then the importation fees to get it through the Mexican border. Along the way, we try to equip that engine with fully outfitted with hose and nozzles and all the equipment they needed, including EMS equipment. And we do that from donations from fire departments by reaching out and making phone calls and sending emails and stuff. So that group is the reason I wanted to join Rotary, because of all the good work they do and talking to some of them about the projects they have both internationally and in the US. And so that's why I wanted to join Rotary, is because of the great things that this organization does. And I had seen for years the stuff that our local club has done within the city. And I just didn't know a lot about Rotary. In fact, I wasn't even sure who was a member of Rotary, and started doing some research, and I called Stephen Dahl, who I just asked. I said, do you know anybody in Rotary? I said, I'd like to join. And he said, well, I'll sponsor you. I didn't even know my own brother was a member of the Rotary. So that's pretty embarrassing, isn't it? And then when I got here, I realized that a large number of you I've already known and been acquainted with for years, but didn't realize it. And so it makes me think that we don't do a good enough job of telling our acquaintances and our friends that we're a member of Rotary and what a great organization it is to help bring in more people to our club and make our club better than it already is. As far as my hobbies, I'm big into racing. I have been for about 30 years. I have 2 cars with some partners up at Skagit Speedway, and 4 cars we run at Deming. So Fridays and Saturdays nights, you can pretty much find me at the racetrack when I'm not working. And I've been in the fire service for 37 years, which has always been my passion. I knew from about 13 or 14 years old that that's what I wanted to do. And it was the only thing I wanted to do. I spent 8 years in the military. When I got out of high school, I left and joined the Army, spent 8 years in that, because I felt that, and still feel that all young men of that age should go into the military for a few years and get that leadership. And they help build, they kind of break you down to build you up to be a better person and build better leadership skills and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed my time in the military. I spent a lot of time, most of it in Germany. And now I'm back. I've been at Skagit County Fire District 6, which is up by the airport. We surround the city of Burlington for about 7.5 years. That's my life. Oh, I got a wife and 3 children. My oldest is 26 and I have 4 grandkids. And my daughter just turned 21. She's engaged to be married next August. And my son just graduated from Sedro Woolley High School and will be attending UTI in Arizona next month to become a diesel mechanic. I have, let's see, last count, it's hard to keep count because I got so many sisters, but 33 nieces and nephews, 18 great nieces and nephews, 7 great nieces and nephews, and I just had, I think, my first great nephew. So large family. Obviously, I'm not the oldest. My oldest sister, I believe, turned 72 this year, and they're about 10, 11 months apart all the way down. I was the first boy. And then I thought my parents were done, but 7 years later, my brother came, and he can tell you that I was mean to him. I threw him off bunk beds and everything else. So, and then 10 months after that, another sister. So large family. We don't get together very often because it's so big, but every Christmas we rent out the Allen Community Hall and we have a Christmas party. And the original 7 siblings, we set up carnival games for all the little kids. So each one of us has a carnival game that the kids get to go around to and compete for prizes and stuff like that. And we hire a gentleman, same gentleman for the last 25 years to come out and be Santa Claus and give kids gifts that we've purchased and wrapped for them. So any questions for me? I've been here a couple months now. Nobody's run me out.
Miss Maggie, are you ready to go? There she is.
Can you guys hear me okay? I know you wouldn't be able to see me, so excuse the bad dad joke. I did practice it on the way here. So I'm Maggie Janicki. I actually know a lot of you guys because my dad has been in Rotary for, I think when we did the thing at the induction, it was like 35 years. So he's been in Rotary longer than I have been alive. Yeah, I'm not great at talking about myself. I'm very excited to be a part of this club. Let's see, it all started back in December 9th of 1988. I was born. I was actually not born in Sedro Woolley. Might be a surprise to people. I was born in Edmonds. We moved, my dad somehow convinced my mother to move out of the city to the boondocks 2 years after I was born, and then all of my siblings are born here. I'm the oldest of 4. I have 2 brothers and a younger sister. My brother Johnny, right below me, him and his wife just had their first child, the first grandchild. I already gave a lot of happy bucks for that. Little Jack, we're very excited. So I've basically was raised in Sedro Woolley and went to Sedro Woolley High School, went to Immaculate Conception Regional School in Mount Vernon, and then went to Gonzaga in Spokane. After that, I came back and worked at Janicki Industries for a year because it was at the tail end of the recession. I got my civil engineering degree at Gonzaga and wanted to be a structural engineer. And then the chance came, I got to work for DCG, David O Consulting Group, down in Seattle for 5 years. Found out I didn't actually like structural engineering. Great company, didn't like the work. And then I switched into construction management, worked for Excel Pacific for 3 years, doing general contracting. And that was down in Seattle. And that was also tail end of that when COVID hit. And I realized that it was time to come home. And that's what I did. And now I'm working at Janicki Industries. We're doing a really cool project right now, which is one of the reasons I'm late. I was training a coworker. We're building a brand new building up in Hamilton. It's going to be massive and it's mostly built out of wood. There hasn't been a large industrial wood building like that in the United States since, I think, the 1940s. So I'm in charge of building the roof. So cross your fingers for me. But it's been a process, but we're going, and I'm so proud of my team. It's really good. So kind of back to how I wanted to get involved with Rotary. I just think this is the coolest club in the universe, just in general. I just remember coming to all of the Rotary stuff that families could come to growing up, and all of the wonderful people and the projects that you guys do, we do. I guess now I'm part of this. I get to do them too now. The couple of auctions that I've been to, I think, are the best auctions that I've been to. I've been to a few. And I've been wanting to be a part of this for a while, and I finally was able to rope my dad into letting me be part of this. So I'm really honored to be a part of this great group. I don't think I have any more to say about myself. I like doing anything outside. I'll try most things once. Yeah. Any questions for me? Yes. I have, actually. That is one of the things that I really like to do. I did Gonzaga in Florence for a summer. And let's see, I stayed mainly in Italy, traveled all around Italy. We did go up to Munich with that trip. And then my family came and met up with me, and then we did Prague and Slovakia. We had an Slovakian exchange student that year, so we went to go see him and his family, and then ended in Krakow, which, if nobody has been to Krakow, Poland, I highly recommend it. It was wonderful. I've also done a lot of travel in Mexico. One of my best friends, she married a Mexican, and so we've done a lot of traveling with his family. And then I've been to Cuba. That was very interesting. And basically any chance I get, I've been to the Philippines, any chance I get to go to a place, I like to go. So yes. Yep. That actually was a great trip. Yeah. No, he's not. Although I wanted to do like a community garden on the top of the building, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, any other questions? Okay, great. Enjoy the sunshine.
Thank you, Maggie. Nice job, both of you. Paul, your parting gifts are still in the mail and coming. They will be here soon. Maybe, I'm hoping. I have one last item of business. I'm really happy, so I'm going to give a happy $20 to because of Team July. If you're Team July, stand up. You guys did an awesome job to kick off the year. Thank you very much. And any Team August people here today? Oh, good, good. Just wanted to make sure that we're getting set for next week. And the last thing I have is to remind everybody about the summer concert with the fabulous Murphtones Sunday night at 6 o'clock down at the park. And if there's any other business, I'll take that now. If not, I'll bring this meeting to a close of the greatest Rotary Club in the